Something is tormenting him, and no matter how hard he rubs, it won't let go.
Scratching gives him only seconds of relief. The parasites are still firmly attached.
He presses harder against the bark, desperate to reach the parasites buried beneath his coat.
He shakes with everything he's got. But most of the parasites refuse to budge. When the trees fail him, he turns to the ground, using every rough surface he can find. Nothing he tries is enough. The parasites are winning. He keeps moving, hoping the next tree will give him relief. But the parasites follow. He tries one last time to scrape them away, but nothing seems to work. He hears something different. Birds. The calls are getting closer. And the moose follows, unaware of what is about to happen. Then one bird comes closer and seems to notice exactly what is covering him. The bird has found what it was looking for, a living meal hidden inside the moose's fur. Then it happens. The bird pulls the first tick free. The bird doesn't stop at one. It finds another, then another. Then one bird becomes four. And suddenly, the moose has an entire cleaning crew. Now the real work begins. Every bird searches for a parasite buried beneath his coat. For the first time, he stops fighting. Because these birds are giving him something he desperately needs. The birds are finding the worst of them now, hidden deep around his neck, ears, and shoulders. Now they reach the worst of the infestation, buried deep around his neck and shoulders. And now the birds are working together, stripping away the infestation, one parasite at a time. The worst is still ahead. His back remains covered, and the birds begin working their way across it. Slowly, the difference begins to show. Where the birds have worked, the ticks are disappearing. The birds return to his neck, where some of the thickest clusters are still hiding. Even the most sensitive places aren't spared. Now the birds work around his ears. He no longer fights them. The birds have earned his trust, and the relief is becoming impossible to ignore. After all that struggle, the balance is finally shifting. The birds are winning.
Now they reach the thickest clusters, working deeper into the coat, where the parasites have been hiding. With the worst areas beginning to clear, the birds move lower toward the parasites still covering his sides. But the hardest areas remain. The parasites have spread deep down his legs. The birds keep moving lower, slowly clearing the places the moose could never reach himself. For the first time, he can move without immediately trying to scratch.
The difference is becoming visible now. The thousands that covered him are finally beginning to thin. Only the stubbornest clusters remain now, hidden where the birds must work hardest. Only a few stubborn clusters remain, hidden beneath the places he could never reach. Only a few stubborn clusters remain, hidden beneath the places he could never reach. The infestation that once covered almost every inch of him is now reduced to just a few stubborn clusters. After thousands of parasites, only a few remain. And then, the final tick is gone. For the first time, the constant irritation is gone. He can finally move without fighting his own skin. The forest doesn't stop for his struggle. Life simply moves on. Their work is finished, but for a little while longer, they stay with him. With the parasites gone, the giant can finally move on, free to return to the wild. Their work is over. The birds return to the canopy, while the moose continues on. For the moose, the ordeal is over. But in the forest, another day of survival has already begun. A giant survived because nature provided an unlikely ally. If you want to witness more stories like this, subscribe and stay with us.